Some of you may look at this thing and say, what in the heck is this thing here? Well, this little guy right here will keep you from being choked by your seatbelt. And I don't mean it in a necessarily bad, but more or less being funny, in your G body. This thing here is the seatbelt tensioner. Now you do have a seatbelt tensioner on the passenger side and the driver's side, obviously, but the one on the driver's side usually is broken because, well, the driver's doors open and close much more. So let me get rid of that noise here so we can see what we're doing here. All right, there we go. So it goes right here. So these old style cars, if I can get here. So these old style cars, they have that tensioner right here. As you can see, mine is broken here. What happens is that when the door closes, it would push this up. I can't do it with my hand. Obviously, so much tension on it. It would tension the seat belt here and hold it into place. So right now, when you pull the seat belt down, it's only just going to go back up. There's nothing going to tension and hold it in place. So if you pull it down, it's going to just be gliding across here at its full, I guess reverse spring tension to pull this back up. So therefore, to be resting on your neck, and it's a very, very annoying thing. Well, this thing right here will solve that problem. As you can see, this thing here will fit here. And it's really not that difficult necessarily to fix it. I mean, you just take these two screws out right here. I have seen reports of people saying they was able to stick theirs right in, but I can tell you that's probably not going to happen. I'll try it. But how you really would do it is that you would take this, you would take the back panel off back here in this area here. So what I'm going to do is, let me go ahead and get a screwdriver real quick. We're just going to go ahead and take this, get a screwdriver real quick, take this old one out, and let's just see how this goes. And I'll at least try to stick it in there without pulling the panel off, but I can tell you right now, it's probably not going to happen, because if this thing would go totally straight, you can see it's bent just, you can see this spring is leaning just a little bit. If it was perfectly straight, you probably could slide it right in there, but this right here, this part here just slides, where my finger's at, just slides right into a little slot. And then that's it. And then you spin this back in place, and that puts tension on this spring here. And you screw everything back down, and this thing hit right here, and this piece here will help hold that tension. So let me get a screwdriver real quick and some light, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I'm back here with a little light here. Let me get my little impact out. Go ahead and, okay, that came out right easy. Okay, pull that one out. Really hoping, well, I'm being hopeful here that I don't have to pull that panel out, but I'm 100% sure it's going to have to happen. But I'm just doing this just for the fun of it here. I'm going to try to stick it in. I think once you take the screw out, it may release some tension here or not. I don't know. It just felt like what I saw in a video here. This thing should slide right out. See? This here's the old one here. As you can see, for whatever reason, it wasn't holding any tension on the belt, and it probably had to do. You see the spring right here? Let me come up here and show you, because it's just a bad angle here that I got. As you can see, this guy here, if you look at this spring here, it's really bad off, and probably because because when you put this in here, you're supposed to be able to turn this right here, and you would have some tension on that spring. As you can see, you see how this piece here, I don't know how well it's represented, but you can see when these laying at the same angle. You see how this one is laying further this way, but this one right here is actually going that way. And you see how like this is just way off over here. You see these ends here, how when you lay that there, and you see how much different the head is here. So this here is just some kind of way, probably internally in this mechanism here, broke on top of this thing here, probably being broke as well. So let's just line them up here and see what we got here. Make sure they look the same. They don't, again, I'm hoping something is broke here, but either way, it shouldn't really matter. This is, I ordered the driver's side, and this is what it sent, but it's the same length. Everything matches up except for this. Well, I guess it does when you lay it up that way. I mean, it's not that far off, but just look right here at the head, but still. So anyway, we will try to stick the new one back in there, which I know it's not going to happen, but we can try it just for the heck of it. Let's see here. That would be a miracle if you got this to go back in there. I think, I want to say this piece here, let me stick this back and put the camera back here real quick so you guys can see what I'm doing here. All right, so now, I know this is not going to work, but I'm just doing it just for the sake of doing it. Yeah, because suppose it go in a spot. So what I'm gonna do is, let me go ahead and again, I knew this wasn't gonna work. I was just doing it just to show you that it won't work, despite what you see on the internet. If somebody got lucky enough to stick that straight in there with this little piece going in there, that'd be, some really good luck. But let me go ahead and start taking this panel out the back, and I'll update you guys here shortly. All right, guys, you can see it was a little process to get in here. Not bad. You probably don't have to take the back seat out. I just took it out because it just seemed to make it easier to get to a couple of these screws here. But as you can see, I got access now. I'm going to try to get this camera in a way to where you can see. If you can see this little white piece right here, this is where it sticks through and goes into that. So there's no way you're going to get that perfectly into this hole. So let me pick this up and I'll put this in there real quick. So now you see how you know you got this in a good spot. So now when I try to turn it, I haven't secured it yet, but as you see when I turn it, let me see if I can get this shot better than this here. When I turn it, that is hitting that little, the top part is hitting that little metal piece right there. So that's what you want to aim to hit. And so once you put everything back in here together, let's go ahead and do that. So as you see now, once I put it back in there, there's a lot of tension on this now. So let me screw this back down real quick, and then I will show you what it will look like on the inside. Okay. Ooh. More pinching, give it a little more ugga-dugga there. So now on the inside here, if you look now, it looks, I don't know how well you can see this, but as you can see, the wire has tension on it now, and it has to be bent like that because it's just too long. You have to push it in further anyway. So now when you push this now, you now have that tension on this here. So let me shut the door real quick and pull the seatbelt. So this should be fine here. Let's see here now when I pull the seatbelt. Matter of fact, let me sit down inside and do it because I probably ain't pulling it far enough or something here. I don't know if you guys can tell here, but now that I got the door shut, I mean, it's less tension right here. And when you pull it, it's just like, it's like you see that little slack right there. See, normally it'll just be pulling right across here real hard on my neck. So yeah, this is how it should be now. So that's it. So I'm satisfied with this. Oh, and one more thing, I think, let me see what happened when I open the door. Yeah, you feel the tension hit right on the belt right here now, and because it pulls back like it should now. So that means that when I pull this out, it should kind of just, I mean, the thing is a little weak, but it'll slide right up on its own like it's supposed to. And that's what happens. So let's just see, do one more thing, one more test. And that's, I'm gonna put this seatbelt back. Hold on, let me shut the door first so the tension don't work. Put this back here, and now get a little slack here. All right, so there we go. Like it's not pulling at the moment right now. Like this is how it should feel. And so then let me undo the seatbelt and see what happened. Look at that. See, it doesn't go anywhere. Now that I let it go, see the door is closed. So that's how I know everything is working right. So then let me open the door and watch what happens. See, it just lifts right up on its own. And again, it's not going as fast as a newer car because the spring in this thing is probably a little bit old and probably need to be exercised a little bit. But anyway, that's it. That's how you install this seatbelt tensioner right here. You can get these, G-Body has a lot of support. I mean, there's many websites you can buy things like this from, like gbody.com, gbodyparts.com, or you go to Dixie Restoration and I think maybe even Mike's Monty's may sell these. And there's a few more websites, but those are the 3 that I most frequently visit. So anyway, guys, that might have been a little long, but it's a little process, but at the same time, it was worth it. Take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.